But let not the women be slaves to their own irritable, jealous tempers. Okay? And not knowing that thereby they prove that they are slaves. So it is with husbands who eternally find fault with their wives. It's not that he left the men. So it is with the husbands who eternally, okay? Anadi, never born, plus eternal, never want to die. So it is with husbands who eternally find fault with their wives. So then men should understand that never find faults in the woman. Constantly then, this you didn't do, this you didn't, this didn't cook well, this you didn't keep. Why you wear this? Why you? Continuously they will be finding faults with their wives. Don't do that. Okay? Because it feels almost unbelievable. Chastity is the first virtue in man or woman, and the man who, however he may have strayed away, cannot be brought to the right path by a gentle and loving and chaste wife is indeed very rare. See how confusing the whole sentence is. So basically he means that a man may have strayed on his path, but if the woman is chaste, chaste means who thinks of her husband as the husband and all other men as brother or father, is a chaste woman. And similarly, a chaste man is one who thinks of his wife as the wife and all other women as amma, mother or sister or daughter, whichever way. If we can do this, see, we all are conducting ourselves like this, 100%. I'm not saying that we are going and having affairs here and there, but in the mind, chastity is not about physical action alone. Physical action is rare. Society is so tied and so tight that we may not make mistakes. We may not make mistakes. But in the mind, when the thought comes, when you look at a woman or a man, and a desire arises for other than someone who is your wife or husband, then chastity is lost. He is speaking of 100% chastity, wherein the woman, even in a dream, cannot imagine another man to be her husband or anybody. Only her husband, only that man or who she is married to is the husband, and everybody else is father, brother, or something like that. This has to be very clear in the head, not in the action. Action is secondary. So be clear in the head that except my wife, everybody else is my sister or mother. Doesn't matter. You can call Didi, Chechi, sister, or you can call Amma or whatever, but not only verbally. We might call, but think something else. So then this is a tough one because it attacks our mind. Physically, we are not doing much, I'm sure. So it's the mind where the desire arises in the mind or a thought arises in the mind. The chastity is lost there only. So this is tough. So then he says that a man has gone astray, suppose maybe looking at other women or maybe having an affair or something like that, can be brought to the right path, okay, by a gentle and loving and chaste wife. 100%. If she cannot, it is rare, he is saying. A chaste woman, you could say gentle, loving, and a chaste woman, all included, can bring a man who has gone astray on the path. It is very tough, no? As soon as a man goes astray, means maybe has an affair or is looking at other women or having multiple affairs, the woman is going to leave him. It is not that, she is a chaste woman, a gentle and a loving woman who can hold the boat in so much purity that he will come back on track. This is a very big thing he is saying, and it is not easy. The same applies for men also. So we hear much about brutal husbands all over the world and about the impurity of men. But is it not true that there are quite as many brutal and impure women as men? Now let us sit down and think. We always are very, very quick to blame men. Very, very quick. Men are hopeless. Men are rough. Men are like that. They are looking everywhere. They are quickly, women will come up with this. But imagine, he is saying that even the women, he is saying, but is it not true that there are quite as many brutal and impure women as men? We are not saying we are brutal or we are impure. But if you total it, there are equal men and women who are impure and brutal. Okay? If all women were as good and pure as their own constant assertions would lead one to believe, I am perfectly satisfied that there would not be one impure man in the world. Now, this is a challenge. He is saying that if all women were as good and pure as they are pushing everybody to believe that I'm pure, I'm this, I'm that, you are the one who is doing that, and you are the one who is straying. If all women were as pure as we are all pushing ourselves to be, there would not be a single impure man on the planet. So then, so like, the Adam and Eve story. So basically, we are not here to blame either the women or the men. The point is, if all women were pure and chaste, there would be no impure man. Isn't it? Think about it. Even if the man gets the impure thought, where will he go? None of the women are prepared. None of the women are ready to oblige. There is no impure woman. If there is no impure woman in the entire, just don't imagine the world. Just imagine a room full of people, okay? All the women are very chaste and very pure, very committed to their own spouse. Now, all the men in the room, okay, can they feel also anything about such a woman? They can't, because that gate is locked. Access denied. As soon as access is denied, the man can't feel also. So we can't blame men also. If a man is feeling something, it is because the woman is giving access somewhere. So then we have to be very clear that if we want pure men, then all women have to be pure also. Women are flirting, women are casual, women are thinking of different men, then men also will be like that. Then we have to accept the society. That's it. I am perfectly satisfied that there would not be one impure man in the world. What brutality is there which purity and chastity cannot conquer? A good chaste wife who thinks of every other man except her own husband as her child and has the attitude of a mother towards all men will grow so great in the power of her purity that there cannot be a single man, however brutal, who will not breathe an atmosphere of holiness in her presence. So the chaste and purity will bring immense power, immense power. And then the woman should be able to look at all other men like as if she is the mother of them. She is the mother. If she is the mother and she is going to mother them, whatever their age, then naturally they will also not feel anything for her. Because it's only when the woman is not feeling that she is a mother and she's feeling I'm just a woman, That's when all men will feel everything. But if the woman feels that I am committed here, then finish. Then every other man will take a step back. See, this is something that we all need to reflect upon. Okay, it's very personal, this thing. So then, similarly, it also applies to men. Every husband must look upon all women except his own wife in the light of his own mother or daughter or sister. But men can't. Men can't, and women can't. So that is why the society is a little bit challenging, gets more and more challenging. Similarly, we read this, that man, again, who wants to be a teacher of religion must look upon every woman as his mother and always behave towards her as such. Yeah, okay, Radhika. So then we need to understand 2 or 3 things here. First of all is the chastity part. So check your minds. How is the mind? How does it respond and react to other men, other genders? We'll use gender so that it's equal for all. So if it's a man, how does it respond to the other gender? Especially he's speaking about married people. Okay. And the last part where he said very clearly that the man who wants to be a teacher of religion, this is very important, very, very important. That if you want to be a teacher of religion in the sense that not only the temple priest or the father of a church, more nowadays spiritual teachers also. That when a man wants to be teaching anything on the spiritual path, every woman should be amma for him or sister. Finish. Nothing else. Nothing else. And the woman, which he has not mentioned, she wants to be within. All the men should be like her child. Whatever the age, doesn't matter. She should be able to feel that they are like her children. This is not easy. Because however much we feel that we are pure, we have never made any mistakes, our mind has all ideas. Right? See, when a woman wants to look attractive, this is getting even more personal, okay? Be prepared. I'm warning you before I throw the bomb so that you're not offended, okay? Why does a woman want to look attractive for? Because she wants the man to feel that she's attractive. Very simple. Nothing dirty, okay? She doesn't want to do anything with anybody. No, 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 no. But she wants to look attractive for all the men. Any age, doesn't matter. Why? Because she wants to feel attractive. So she is having no negative thoughts except this one thought that when I go, everybody should feel I'm there or I'm attractive or something like that. This thought is enough to spark that desire and negativity in any man in the room. Best part is it's a challenge, okay? Even if you have attended satsangs and all. It's a challenge because women are fully decked up in satsangs, okay? And all the women, of all the women, there might be 1 or 2 who are feeling that everybody should feel I'm attractive, okay? But the energy will go to all the men in the room. And they will look at all women in the same manner, not understanding who is giving the green signal. Understand these things when you go to a party or when you go to a religious function. Be very, very calm and cool and observe how your thoughts go. How pure are you feeling? How chaste are you feeling? Are you feeling that man is so good? Look at my husband. Or, oh, that one's wife is so nice. Not only physically, so nice. Look at my wife. Oh my God, she's so boring. No? Then chastity is out of the window. That means we are continuously doing shopping. We have to stop it's a deal closed. It's a closed sale. There is no sale, there is no deal. You have to be very chill, that locked. Whether I like him or I don't like him, whether he likes me or we have to, if you have decided that you want to stay with him, then start greasing that wheels and stay on. Doesn't matter. Don't bring thoughts of anybody else. It's not worth it. And the more chaste and pure you get in your mind, other men stop feeling such things about you. And they will address you like mother or sister or something. 100%. You have to check this for yourself, the women. And the men also, especially if they want to be a teacher on the path or anywhere, and all husbands also must look upon all women except their wife as mother or sister. This is a huge thing he has said. Very tough for us. We have to think. We have to think by ourselves. What is going wrong? How is the world going? What are we doing? What signals are we giving unknowingly or consciously or unconsciously? It's not about becoming a prude, like, oh, I'm this, I'm not going to look at anybody. I've seen men. I've seen men, when they see women, they're like, what's the point? You already saw. You already saw, and then you turned away. Means you saw something which is, you feel that not a mother or a sister. That's why you turned away. Or there are men who just blatantly, openly, unabashedly look at women like it's nobody's business. Both need some understanding and control if you're walking on the path. If you're walking on the path, clarity and clean thoughts are necessary. So just make everybody your sister or mother. And the women, bhaiya. Bas. Bhaiya bana do. You can't make everybody papa. They might not like it. So just make them bhaiya. Finish. It's very easy. Make everybody as your brother. So in a lot of, like when we go to Art of Living, it's always Didi or sister or bhaiya. Everybody is bhaiya. They're called like that one. Where is Amul Bhaiya gone? Where is Anand Bhaiya gone? Call him for satsang. They address each other like this. Very clear. System is clear. Husband on the side or wife on the side doesn't matter. Everybody else is Bhaiya unless you are somebody's spouse or you're romantically involved with someone. Everybody else is Bhaiya or Didi. Simple. This makes everything very simple in life. There is no complication. There is no khichdi inside the head. Life is smooth. You have one gadi. Just let's grease the wheels and run that car. Simple. It's a one-man show then. There is one woman, one man. There is nobody else. The world is not so bad. That's what he said. Yeah, it's not yet as bad. There are a lot of, see, we do all this Karwa Chauth and all this, but we don't know who we are seeing through that. The moon or the husband's face in the moon or somebody else's face in the moon. We don't know. Depends on, in my mind, who is coming at that moment. Maybe some hero I saw, in the Instagram feed. We don't know. The mind is desirous. So we have to put the signals. Carry the signals with you in your mind. Red signal, green signal. Very clearly. Green signal rarely used, only when the spouse is there. Red signal constant. Use the red signal everywhere. And say, call sister, brother. See, it's not only about calling, it's also about feeling. Feeling that my bro, my sis, my mom, my amma, like that. Become a mother to all. That's the best thing.